The Green New Deal was announced earlier this month by the U.S. Democratic Party, and it has attracted a lot of attention because of its bold and aggressive strategy for removing global warming. And we ask, is this deal a reality or is it a myth? Let's look under the covers. The Green New Deal has two parts. The first part is eliminating fossil fuel power generation within 10 years and going 100% renewable. The second part is creating several well-paying millions of jobs for a selected group of workers as part of this transformation. I will focus my discussion on the first part, removing thermal generation and going 100% renewable. First, let's look at the financial challenges. In order to remove all fossil generation, which today represents about 80% of the generation in the United States, and replacing it with renewables, there will be a cost of installing the new generation and removing the thermal power generation. This cost has been estimated to be about $80 per ton of carbon removed. To put this number into perspective, the cost of the harm done by 1 ton of carbon was estimated by the previous administration to be about $50 per ton. So the cost right now is looking higher than the benefit, almost 70% higher. The other part of going 100% renewable and removing greenhouse gases is making our buildings more efficient. The cost estimate to make that happen is around $258 per ton. Again, a number way above the reference value of $50 per ton, almost 6 times as large. So from the financial point of view, you can see that we have challenges. Now, let's go to the technical challenges. The grid has a very important function, which is to balance supply and demand. What that means is that if some generation falls out, let's say a 1,000 megawatt plant, it commands all the other plants that are producing electricity to increase and balance out the supply that is needed to meet the demand. With thermal generation, that is a function that has been going on for years, and it's very easy for a gas plant, for example, to ramp up or ramp down to accommodate these changes in production. However, when we're talking about renewables, it's a different story. How are we going to command the sun to produce more energy, more sunlight, or the wind to blow faster? So there will be a challenge when we're going to 100% renewable to make that balancing act. So what about batteries? Batteries are a great way to balance fluctuations in the grid, and they're being designed to compensate for loss of production from renewables. Batteries are connected to the grid through an electronic component called the inverter. The inverter changes the direct current that comes from the battery to alternating current, which is the current that we use in our homes and businesses. Inverters have had reliability problems. In the last 3 years, several large solar fields in California stopped producing because there was a malfunction of the inverter. As we go to 100% renewable and we're relying on inverters for this balancing act of supply and demand, should there be a reliability problem or a malfunction, this balancing act will not work and the grid may potentially collapse. So, as you can see from the financial side, high cost, from the technical side, some challenges that still need to be addressed. The Green New Deal, at this point, to me, it's a myth. So, I urge both our business people and politicians to really look in more detail at the cost of this deal going 100% renewable, as well as the technical challenges, so it can go from being a myth to a reality. That's my power thought for the day. Thanks for watching.